So when I'm looking at a quarterback number two, I want to be getting a quarterback that I can get very good upside out of, and I don't have to invest big draft capital on. I want to be able to select my quarterback at pretty much any given moment I can at the end of a draft. So each of these quarterbacks I'm talking about, you can select in round 15 or later of a 10-team fantasy football draft. So up at number one, I have Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a very mobile quarterback, has a very strong chemistry with George Pickens, has two very nice tight ends, good run game, and pretty much that offense flows through Kenny Pickett. So he's a very strong, mobile, athletic quarterback I like. Behind him at number two is Jordan Love. Very similar to what Pickett has, stepping in for Aaron Rodgers, has strong running backs, very strong receivers returning in Watson and Dobbs, plus the additional slot receiver they drafted this season, and they drafted two really nice tight ends. So even though it's a lot of new young pieces in Green Bay, I love the offense and the style that it's built. All of this really suits Jordan Love well. Plus, it's a defense that in the NFC North is going to have a little bit of bumps along the way. So Jordan Love is going to have to make things happen. At number three is CJ Stroud. Again, another mobile quarterback, has very interesting young receivers, has Dalton Schultz, a bona fide tight end, and has a good run game as well. And their defense is not as great, so they will need CJ Stroud in that offense to stay on the field. And if the defense gives up points, he comes back on the field again. So Stroud is definitely a guy I like, even though he is a rookie. At number four is actually Baker Mayfield. So Mayfield is now on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but he has three really nice weapons in Mike Edmonds, Chris Godwin, and Russell Gage. So you have a nice slot receiver there. So those are some nice components that they have there. Their defense should be good. Maybe it's not great, but all in all, Baker Mayfield has the ability to make things happen. So I really like that. At number five is Trey Lance. So now with 5 and 6, now you're looking at teams that are more run-oriented. So that's where I'm not as high on Lance. Definitely not high on Brock Purdy. But at least with Lance, you have that mobile capability and a very flexible offense. So with that, my final QB number two is Desmond Ridder. Tons of weapons, very strong offensive line, run game, and pass game. But with Desmond Ridder, it is a very run-heavy offense. So I do wonder how much they're going to really put on him to really execute when they get to the red zone. So that's my only concern with that. But he has very huge targets to throw to, and he has the most insane run game in the NFL. So that's my list of 6 quarterback number twos that you can go to when you need to. I'm Steve Metrics of No Debate Sports. Click the link, subscribe, like. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you next time.